Hey YouTube, Zach here, and I've been practicing yoga for 20 years now, and I'm only 37 years old. And I want to explain to you the different schools of yoga, and there's only like maybe 5 or 6 schools. So, Ashtanga yoga is the most athletic based yoga with the most intense postures, the most window display type of yoga, where there's lots of jumping through, jumping back. It's very gymnastic. You put your legs behind your head, you do deep back bending, and it has the most flow. Each posture connects to the next. Lots of breath and movement, dynamic postures and breathing. And it's the most energetic yoga that takes the most effort and is very demanding physically. The next type of yoga is Iyengar, which is developed by BKS Iyengar, and it has roots in Ashtanga, but it's more slowed down, and there's a lot more of long holds, there's props, there's blocks, there's straps, and it's really more about finding perfect alignment by using props. In his earlier days, he was more vinyasa based. It was a little bit quicker, but Iyengar says when he was young, he liked to play. When he got old, he liked to stay. So there's a lot of wall yoga, a lot of chairs involved, and anyone can do Iyengar yoga, no matter how old you are, or young, or fat, or thin. It doesn't matter. Anyone can do Iyengar yoga, and it's very user-friendly and very safe. Next, there is kundalini yoga in the tradition of Yogi Bhajan, which is completely different than regular yoga because it's mostly about breath of fire, pranayama breathing practices. It's about meditation and mantra. Dancing and singing is involved. It's completely different than the other types of yoga. Posture practice, it's a lot more sitting postures with repetitive motions and doing the same thing over and over again. And we can all benefit from this style of yoga too. It's just different and a little bit more far out. And again, it's very user friendly and it can be practiced by anyone, but you have to have mental endurance or develop mental endurance to start to really go deep in kundalini yoga. Next, we have just basic hatha yoga from, let's say, Rishikesh in northern India, which is really great practices of yoga, but it's not really complete. Like the systems of Ashtanga and Iyengar are very complete practices. It's kind of random. You can kind of do whatever you want and develop your own practice, but this is where the roots of Ashtanga and Iyengar come from. But it seems like Pattabhi Jois and Iyengar put it more together in a system. And that's kind of it for the yoga that has come to the West. There's not that much more. I mean, like power yoga and Vinyasa yoga are just kind of like simplified versions, watered down versions of Ashtanga and Iyengar, made from white people. And they're good too. They're just like simple and watered down versions. And then there's like bikram yoga, which is like, why would anyone even practice that? Because like that guy sucks so much and he says the dumbest things. So like, why would you even go to that school of yoga? I mean, I was in Hawaii like a few months ago and that was the only class available. So I took it and I was like, once you know other yoga, there's no reason why you would practice Bikram because it doesn't even flow and they put all the hard postures in the beginning and the warm-ups in the middle and it absolutely makes no sense and it doesn't even make you feel that good. You only just get a headache because you're dehydrated. So don't even bother with that garbage. And it's good to have a balance of these different types of yoga. I would say Iyengar is more yin, Ashtanga is more yang, Kundalini yoga is more Shakti, it's more feminine. And it's good to learn all of them and incorporate them into your life, because we can't just do postures. We need to do the postures, the pranayama, the breathing, and the meditation. So try all the different types of schools of yoga and see which one that you gravitate to, see which one that you have an affinity for, and start to go down that path and dive deep. And you can have amazing benefits in your life, and you can elevate yourself to a whole nother level if you practice yoga daily. Namaste.